Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and love, y'all. This your boy Brooklyn. Y'all know I'm bringing to y'all more educational stuff. You know what I mean, to protect your rights and to go get your money. All right, that's what I'm here for. All right, this is not to be construed as legal advice. All right, I'm not an attorney, but I do have process paperwork that works. Okay, and if you want to contact me, you could hit my comment box and I will respond to you, and then we'll go from there. All right. Furthermore, all rights reserved. You see American National, once again, Brooklyn. All right. So today we're going to talk about 8 USC 1101 22B. All right. What it means to be a national. All right. So essentially, you got two United States. One is the Republic, the other one is the democracy. All right. In 1871, the new United States, known as the District of Columbia, doing business as United States. All right. And you can find that in 26, Title 26, Section 3002, Part 15A. Okay, it defined the United States as a federal corporation. All right, and I hope I did set that citation right. 26 USC. Let's take a look real quick, yo. 3002. All right. Federal corporation. So the United States is a federal corporation. So we're gonna get that out the way right now. We're gonna deal with the Republic United States, which the 13 colonies came up under, and the Constitution that the 13 colony came up under at that time was known as the U.S. Article of Confederation. Okay, the U.S. Article of Confederation was penned by John Hanson, which was actually your first president, your first black president. You had a total of eight presidents after him that was president before George Washington. George Washington only came in under the new United States. All right, the District of Columbia doing business as the United States. I just proved to you that the United States is a federal corporation. So when we're dealing with the Republic, United States, then we are known as nationals. That's what you are. That's what you are doing. You are moving yourself out of the zone and jurisdiction, your proper word, the jurisdiction of the District of Columbia, and what you're doing is moving yourself back into the Republic side. Okay, so what you are not claiming to be is a 14th Amendment citizen, which is a slave. Okay, slave to a corporation. But we'll get further into that later on in later videos and stuff like that about the Sesticated Trust Act of 1666. All right, and what it is, what a trust is. We're gonna get into all of that. Okay, so y'all hear me use the word as a national all the time, right? So I'm gonna show you supporting documents now that's issued by the state. I'm gonna show you a supporting document that was issued by the state that y'all, let's say 95% of the population has but never took the time to read. People, read. It's crazy what you signed your name to and don't even know what it is that is it that you're actually getting into, what kind of contract you're getting into, and knowing who you are. All right, you don't know who you are, so you just answer any old thing. You feel what I'm saying? Always remember, the DC is not a part of the 50 states. So anything that's not a part of DC is foreign to it. That's why in the Constitution it talks about foreign states. Okay, foreign state is the reference to the 50 states. Okay, that's why DC will never be. Remember what I tell you. It will never be a part of the 50 states. They could do all that gimmick on TV and all of that. They ain't fooling nobody but the ones that don't know no better. Okay, so we become a national, when you invoke your national status, and anybody that's naturalized or born in the U.S. could invoke the status, because that's a status that you didn't know nothing about. But they move what filing your documents and correcting your status do was will move you out of the jurisdiction. Now you got to look at the pros and the cons. With 14th Amendment citizen, you know what I mean, you got benefits, okay, and not to mean that you'll lose all your benefits or lose any benefits about at all. You know what I mean, about when it comes to correcting your status. All right, so know who you are. Do your own research. All right, I already gave you the citation. All right, so let's go ahead and let me show you the kind of documents I travel with. All right, some of the documents I travel with in my binder, or some of the documents I travel with in my folder that I furnish to the officer if I'm ever stopped. Okay, and like I said, man, if it become too much of a tedious paperwork to you, holla at me. All right. I'm for the people. I'm like Morgan and Morgan. For the people, man. That's why I'm here. All right. Shout out to people like Yusuf El. Okay. Shout out to people like The Wolf, James C. Lovett. Okay. A6 Grind Time. Okay. Taquan X. All right. I salute y'all for what y'all doing, man. And especially The Wolf, man. The Wolf, aka James C. Lovett, right? Y'all can check out his channel and stuff like that there, man. Real awesome guy, man. And yo, he buy the books, just like me. All these people I just named, man. When we come and bring you the jewels, we bringing you the facts. We not dealing with opinions. So don't come to my channel with your opinion. All right? Come with a facts or a question. Okay? Not your opinion. Because if you're gonna tell me what somebody else told you, you're wasting your time. Because all I'm gonna ask you is, where's the facts? Okay? Everything that I tell you could be verified on this channel. Okay? Anything the Wolf tell you could be verified on this channel. Anything that Yusuf El tell you could be verified on this channel. Okay? Anything Taquan tell you, he could verify it on this channel. All right? This is what makes us different from everybody. We showing you where we get our information from, so you could go study. We done lost sleepless nights, okay? Because this ain't no walk in the park, all right? Some of y'all would get it, and some of y'all won't, okay? But for the ones that do get it, I hope the ones that don't get it catch up to the ones that did got it, okay? So, all right. So remember in my last video we talk about securities and stuff like that there, and how you got into the kind of contract you got into was a security contract. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the forms that you need to file once you start obtaining your securities and stuff like that there. All right, things of that nature rather. All right. So first of all, first thing you want to do when you're correcting your side, first thing I did was the passport process. Okay, the passport process. I submitted my DS11 form which is a new application. So with my explanatory statement, okay, letting them know who I am, okay, and what's going on. So they were put on notice at that point, okay, and the Department of State made their correction. But you can also make your correction through the e-filing, okay, to the e-filing. You could contact me and you will learn all of this, okay. My time is money. All right, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat with you, because this is why I give y'all the information for y'all to go study. All right, if you're gonna come to me, My time is money. All right. Right now, I'm. This is my 10%. All right. This is my 10% that I'm giving back to the people. This is my 10%. This is my tithe, okay, that I'm giving back to my brothers and sisters. All right. This is my tithe that I'm giving to Yahweh, right? Doing Yahweh work. All right. So remember I tell you, they're the ones that everybody wasn't designed to be leaders. All right. Some people was put in position where they could come and prophesy to other people or to deliver the knowledge of some sort to them, all right, to lead them in the right direction. Okay, sort of like what Yahweh did with Moses. All right, so all right, so let's go. With no further ado, let's get into it. All right, so this is one of the documents I travel with in my vehicle. All right, my right to travel document, affidavit. All right, so you're gonna get that notarized. All right, you're gonna get that notarized or whatever the case may be. Right, you should and all these documents that I'm about to show you, you have to record them in your clerk of courts, your county recorder. Let me rephrase that. Which sometimes in certain, right here in Florida, is the clerk of courts. 9 out of 10 gonna be the county recorder for your county. Okay, when they record this gonna be in the public sector, meaning that if a law enforcement run your information, all right, all of this come up. All right, that's why you're gonna ask them for a recording and not a filing. Okay, with a recording, all right, it will be in the public domain for people to see it. Okay, any kind of liens, levies, which is a lien. Okay, which the word levy is a you gotta when you it's a lien. Look it up in the Black's Law Dictionary. All right, I told y'all to get one of them, man. Invest in the Black's Law Dictionary. It's like going to school all over again, man. Cause everything we've been taught, you feel me? We trying to show you how to live in the private. Okay, so this is public and private affairs that we dealing with, and the Constitution deals with public and private. Okay, anybody y'all hear using the word sovereign and all of that, get away from them. All right, get away from them because they're. Show me in the Constitution. All right, anybody, I dare the challenge. Okay, that it talks about sovereign. You being sovereign. Do you know what the definition of sovereign mean? The definition of sovereign mean independent, ruler, king, anarchy. You feel me? Things of that nature. So when you saying that I'm a national, what you are saying is I'm gonna be responsible for myself. Okay? So when you hear the word, they made that word a bad label. Do not. That is a derogatory word. If you calling me that is like calling me a nigga. Excuse my French, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Calling me that is like calling me out my name because that's not what the Constitution states. Okay? It talks about citizens and nationals. It specifically talks about citizen and national. And it also talks about private and public. The Constitution. All right? Go back to your first 10 amendments. All right? Your Bill of Rights. Okay? That's where all y'all rights are protected at. All right? You are not a signatory to the Constitution. The Constitution, you have no the the Constitution is not there for you. That's what I mean by you being a signatory to it. Okay, you don't hold no public office, and you did not got sworn in to uphold nothing. Okay, understand that you are not a public official. All right. Notice judges in them, they go in and they swear in, all right, or affirm that they'll uphold the Constitution. Their job is to safeguard you. All right. The Constitution is there to protect your enable and then your rights. All right. It's there to protect your rights. All right. I can't get that word out sometime. So let me just stick to the layman words to some of it. All right. So y'all could understand and overstand what I'm trying to get across to you. All right. So the Constitution is there for you. So whenever a judge, all right, you got what's called sovereign immunity, all right. Anytime he act outside his scope of duty or violates your constitutional rights, deprive you of constitutional rights under the color of law, there's no immunity for him. He become liable. That's why all of them are insured. All judges gotta have judges, lawyers, police officers. They gotta be bonded. They gotta have a bond. That means that bond is in place. That's their insurance for when you come after them when they incur liability. Okay, and when you seize that bond, when you file a complaint against that bond, they can't work until they resolve that matter. Because that bond, that complaint is like a lien. So they got to get that resolved. Okay? So we're going to go back now. All right? So I got my traveling documents. Okay? That's one of them. That my traveling by right document. Okay? Then, thanks to people like the Wolf, give credit where it's due. I got an affidavit of correctional, my affidavit of status and nationality, right? Declaration of status, all right? Yeah, those kind of documents, all right? And then last but not least, right? We getting there is my UCC1 financial statement, right? Putting a lien against my property, all right? Such as my name and everything I own. All right, and you could do the same too because it's your property, it's your right, okay? And you got to protect your right. You got to protect your property. You got to protect your family, all right? Having a trust is totally legal. The world is built on trust, okay? This is commerce that we engage to, all right? And we're going to talk about the jurisdiction of the courts, how the courts engage operates in the public sector, but not in the private sector, and how you, as a private individual, have the right to contract, the unlimited right to contract, and nobody can abrogate or sever that contract. Okay, meaning a third party, like a judge, they can't get in because that's a private affair. So later on, we're gonna talk about public and private. Let's stay on this topic, all right? Because sometimes, boy, when I get to talking about this right here, boy, it make your head hurt, and sometimes depends on the mood you're in, you could get crunk. All right, so I done showed you that. Here go my international driving permit. Okay, I tell you how to obtain one and what the requirements is. Okay, um, and here go my passport. Now, a national and a citizen share the same passport, same freaking document. Okay, but let me show you something. All right, let me show you something. Let me show you something. For those of y'all don't believe in national, take out your passport, please, if you got one. Okay. All right. There go. There go a good view. Now I can hold it. Okay, you see what I say? The Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all whom it may concern to permit the citizen slash national of the United States named herein to pass without delay or hindrance, and in case of need to give all lawful and protection. All lawful aid and protection. Okay? So now you see it, right? I gave y'all an up close, okay? So I'm gonna read it again now that I can see it and not reading it reverse. Okay? It say the Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all whom it may concern to permit the citizen national. See that slash? You know what that slash mean, right? You know what that slash mean between citizen national? It mean an addition or or and right? They could have put a comma there. All right, it's separated. Okay, so I just showed you, and this is a passport. All right, this is a new passport with a chip in it. All right, so I just proved to you that there is such thing as a national. All right, which one are you? All right, so what happened essentially is not only did I move you out of the jurisdiction of the corporate state, but it makes you, it puts you on what's called the do not detain list. You don't gotta believe me. It works. Just follow the yellow brick road, man. See where it leads you. All right. So one more thing that I want to touch on before I go any further, right? Um. So essentially, that's what I have for y'all. All right. 'Cause I can't even think of nothing else I want to run over with y'all, and I feel like I'm missing something. But anything I miss, if you see a part two of this video, you know that what I didn't talk about in this video gonna be in that video. All right, my brain. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. Nah, 1 o'clock this morning, and it's now 6 o'clock. Okay, I probably got like 30 minute nap. All right, that's what happened when you on the front line of your own business. You gotta work, work, work. All right, you don't work, you don't eat. You don't eat, you're gonna starve. All right. So remember, all right, quick flash, international driver's license, right? Driving permit, affidavit, right? UCC one financial statement. This will be filed with your Secretary of State and also with your county recorder, so they could put it in this public sector, okay? And it doesn't give you a free pass to go out there and commit crime, because you know the only crime you could commit is to infringe upon the rights of another, depriving them their right to liberty, pursuant to happiness, and things of that nature that the Constitution talks about. Okay, so y'all need to learn how to work together in society, man. You know, one thing I know about them heathens, man, when they don't gotta get along, they don't gotta like each other. All right, but when it comes time to put down on y'all, the people, they're gonna come together, especially when their agenda and their outcome is the same. They're coming. They're gonna come together. They're gonna put all their differences aside just to get together to deal with whatever problem it is that they feel like arises. Okay? When my mom used to, my aunt and them used to tell me growing up in my country, yo, when you have an education, nobody can take you for a fool. Stop listening to people, man. Stop spending time jawing about useless gossip that ain't gonna make you no money, man. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna advance you in life. Not gonna help you take care of your family, yo. You feel me? Those are the whisperers the Bible talks about. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but misery in that. Okay, pick each other up, man. You are your brothers and sisters keepers. All right? You are your brothers and sisters keepers. And y'all are here for each other. All right? You see your neighbor hungry? Feed him. You see your enemy hungry? Feed him. I'm telling you, I done did all that. All right? Because when he said he gonna make your enemy, when Yahweh said he gonna make your enemy his footstool, your footstool, make your enemy your footstool, he mean that. My daddy ain't lied to me yet, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love my daddy. I like talking about him. All right, we have a relationship. Sometimes I just sit there and I talk to him. All right, but I let him guide me. I'm not looking for perfection. Okay, I have my relationship with the Father, and that's good enough for me. All right, and I can encourage any of y'all, man, to it don't cost you nothing to pray. It don't cost y'all nothing to pray. To stop looking for man. Stop looking to man to resolve your problem. Take it to Yahweh. All right, try Him. You don't tried everything else. All right, all you got to do is have a relationship, man. You don't got to be holier than thou. You don't got to do all that. To have a relationship with Him and try to be on the side of righteousness. All right, try to be mindful. All right, stop saying things like Black Lives Matters, and here it is, y'all still coming in black and black crimes. Okay, Black Lives Matter. I feel like all lives matter. All right, whether you purple, green, yellow, you know what I mean. But I got their concept, but I don't have to agree with it, and that's just my opinion. Okay, all life matters. Okay, we bleed, share the same air. Okay, we go through all of that together. We go through the struggle. Whether you white, Puerto Rican, Asian, wherever you from, yo, we go through the same struggle, and just in a different way. Some of us have more opportunities than some. But when it comes to that education, yo, all of us have the same opportunity, okay? So if we could lose sleepless nights to learn this, to protect our family and loved ones, you could spend your time and learn it too. Because I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care what you don't research. I don't care how much live and YouTube channel you watch or whatever. If you don't study, okay, getting paperwork from anybody gonna do you more harm than it's gonna do you good. Why? Because you have not studied. Okay? And this is not an arena that you're gonna get into, okay, and get a quick fix. Okay? That means yeah, it's gotta fight. Alright? This is an arena where you gotta fight. Okay? They know you right, but they're gonna try you to see if you know what you're doing. Alright? And if they try you to see if you know what you're doing, what's gonna happen is if you don't know what you're doing, okay, they're gonna take advantage of you. All right, ain't no telling what kind of situation you or headache you might bestow upon yourself. Everything that I show you is lawful. It is your right. It's in the public domain. Okay, write them a FOIA request under the Freedom of Information Act. That's what FOIA is, okay? Write them a FOIA request. Petition your government and ask them, okay? If you don't want to listen to me, petition and ask them, okay? Tell them to explain this to you, all right? Tell them to explain the codes to you from your consumer laws that I was giving you in the Defrauded Homeowner of America, Part 1 and 2. I'm giving y'all the game. The information is there. Okay, we could. That's like going in the courtroom, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Some of y'all done had legal situations that y'all done dealt with, right? But the first thing people do is get up and run to a lawyer, like a lawyer gonna solve all your problems. You give them all your fiat money, and I said the word fiat, okay, because it's fake. It have no substance, okay. But we're gonna talk about that another time. Okay, you give them the fiat money in return for what they call favor or labor. Okay. And they still ain't give you nothing. They ain't get you no guarantees. Okay. I'm not gonna say that what me or anybody else teach gonna get you no guarantee. It will get you a guarantee. All right. The guarantee is this: you understand your remedy in law. You understand what direction you need to go and how to sue these people for infringement or deprivation of your rights. Understand your rights. Okay? Anytime you file a suit, this is just a FYI. All right? This is just free game. Anytime you file a suit, you always want to sue them on the color of law. It's called a Bivens action. Okay? Alright? Let's drop to your game now. Let me give you another sauce. You can't just get up and sue somebody. Alright? You have to give them notice. Okay? You got to give them an NOC. Okay? You got to leave paperwork. Everything got to be documented. Okay? We got so much to learn about here on this channel. Alright? Tax credit. How tax credit function in your everyday life. Where tax credit come from. Okay? More debt cancellation. Alright? Things of that nature you will learn right here on this video. Alright? And I'm telling you where to go get your facts at. Because all I got to do is read it, interpret it, and understand what I read. Meaning, comprehend what I read. Because everybody could read but don't comprehend. Okay? And that's the truth. It's just like having a conversation. You know what I mean? People will look at you and tell you, hey, communication is the key. Communication is the key in a relationship. Okay? What good is communication if you don't comprehend? It's like talking to the wall because you don't comprehend. All right? So I'm not going to keep y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Once again, I told y'all 8 USC 1101 22B. All right? Oh, that's the definition. Let me go ahead and give it to y'all. Okay? Let me give it to y'all real quick. The last piece of nugget before I leave. Okay? Definition section. Hold on. We're not gonna go on that. Remember I told y'all about okay. So we're gonna go into the definition section. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. It said the term national of the United States means a citizen of the United States, or B, a person who, though not a citizen of the United States, owes permanent allegiance to the United States. Remember I told you what the United States was, right? But let me show you one more thing too, right? About pledging your allegiance, right? That's where this document coming at, okay? That's where this document coming at. Affidavit of U.S. nationality and declaration of status. All right, so I'm gonna put the citation again in the Dropbox, and we'll go from there. Peace and love, y'all. Remember, y'all, get up every morning, man. Y'all pray. It don't cost you nothing to pray. Okay, pray before you start your day. Okay, you go and you study in this thing. Pray for guidance, wisdom, understanding. Okay, Yahweh gonna give it to you, and stop begging. Okay, thank Him. There's so much things y'all could be thankful for out here. Okay, there's so much things you could be thankful for. So just be grateful. Be thankful. All right. When you go through your trials and tribulations, trust me. All right. Look for the good in it. All right. Look for the good that's coming out. Okay. If you remove somebody out of your life, it was meant for that person to be gone. Okay. It was meant for that person to be gone. Life could be so much better without that person. All right. So I love y'all, man. Peace and love, man. Y'all keep it tight, man. Y'all keep it funky. Keep it real.